Have you ever thought about the importance of the position you assume during sleep? This can affect well-being and quality of life. The different positions that can be assumed during sleep, on the right or left side, the fetal position, on the stomach, or on the back, can reflect on rest in different ways. There are those who love wearing pajamas and those who don't. There are those who love having blankets on and those, however, who want to feel free. But there is something that, more than anything, has a fundamental role on our sleep. And thanks to this Zen story, you will discover what happens if you sleep on your left side. So stay with us until the end and you will get all the details and benefits to improve your sleep and rest experience. But before continuing, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so as not to miss new content. Imagine yourself in a peaceful Buddhist monastery in the mountains of Japan, where the wise monk Shinzo shares his profound reflections on mindful sleep. This atmosphere creates the perfect context to explore the importance of rest and its links to physical and mental health. Now imagine Shinzo sitting on a tatami, his voice as calm as his words. Sleeping on your left side is the best thing you can do to keep your body healthy, but also your mental well-being. We will explore together, dear disciples, the connections that are created between the practice of sleeping on the left side of the body and spiritual research according to the Buddhist tradition. Shinzo continued to fascinate his students more and more. The connection between body and mind is essential in the path that guides you towards emotional balance and ever-increasing awareness. But why the left side? This choice is not random, but reflects a profound understanding of the physiological and spiritual principles that guide the practice of sleep. Let's start by exploring the first advantage. Shinzo said, sleeping on the left side allows for optimal lymphatic drainage, and this is very important. The lymph can be compared to a river that flows through the body and must do so calmly, without rushing, and the left side of our body safeguards this vital flow. Sleeping on this side is equivalent to offering a free path to the river, so that our body frees itself from toxins more easily. The monk turned to his disciples and then recounted the second benefit. You must see your body as a temple and compare organs such as the stomach and pancreas to deities. Resting in this position gives them space and allows them to function at their best. It can almost be compared to a ceremony in which the enzymes prepare our organism in the best possible way to face the following day. Shinzo then spoke of the third benefit, purification. This allows us to eliminate toxins and harmful substances that can accumulate in our body. Assuming this position while sleeping helps facilitate the flow of waste derived from the normal work of our body. You must see the intestine as a garden in which these substances are welcomed and accompanied towards elimination. No less important is the space that sleeping on this side offers the heart to do its best work. And the aorta can be seen as a path that has the task of making the flow of blood easier and more harmonious. Shinzo stood up to continue describing the fifth gift. We are talking about the spleen, an organ that, if you like, seems hidden and can be compared to a handmaid, a devoted guardian of the life force who, in this position, finds peace. An organ that receives the body fluids that nourish and reinvigorate it.
And you, what position have you slept in until now? Write it in the comments. If you are enjoying this video, leave a like and share it. You will help us produce content every day that can help you on your path of spiritual growth. If you want to improve the quality of your sleep, click on the links in the description and discover the melatonin-based supplements that have been selected by our editorial team.
The monk continued with his lesson to explain the sixth benefit to his disciples. Rest on the left side represents the connection with the force of gravity. This carefully guards the lymphatic river, helping it in its purification function. But let's go beyond the physical benefits and talk about the balance of body and mind, fundamental within a spiritual journey. Ancient Oriental wisdom shows us how much this position can enrich us in terms of health and increase the connections between the internal and external world. Sleeping like this can be seen as an opportunity for inner awakening and in the search for spirituality, a true hymn to life. It is a sacred and introspective moment that frees you from the prison of daily thoughts, opening the doors to an awareness that leads to inner peace. The monk smiled. His words were so simple, but at the same time so useful, and explaining the concepts of yin and yang, he almost seemed to dance. The left side is yin and envelops us like an embrace in the night. It was fascinating to listen to Shinzo as he told how the monks, in adopting this position, felt the energy flow as if it were a river that slowly and calmly ran through their entire being. A harmony is created between vital energies and nature. This leads to the development of wisdom and inner growth. The monk also recounted how his older brothers, by adopting this practice, had experienced more flexibility, strength, and motivation during meditation. Sleep in this way turns out to be an ally in the search for enlightenment, preparing the mind and body to become a flourishing ground. The disciples were increasingly fascinated by these stories so rich in benefits and wisdom and were increasingly intent on bringing this new awareness into their daily lives. Shinzo continued with an invitation. This must not remain only in the quiet of our monastery, but must be brought into every single home because everybody can be compared to a temple ready to celebrate the sacredness of the night. The atmosphere had an energy that could not be described, and thanks to the sound of the cicadas and the river that accompanied the lesson, the monk said, it is nature itself that suggests that we align our sleep with the world. Sleeping on the left side facilitates breathing and creates a synergy between the heartbeat and the flow of air. The trachea and esophagus are in a more natural and straight position with respect to the spine, facilitating the passage of air and making breathing freer and easier. Even the diaphragm, one of the main muscles involved in the breathing process, is able to move more freely. However, the position of the heart should also not be forgotten, and the fact that resting on the left side reduces the pressure on this organ and allows better blood circulation. Sleeping on the left side also helps prevent the discomfort of gastric reflux, because the possibility that acidic stomach juices can flow back up into the esophagus is reduced. And then, this position offers natural support to the spine as it maintains optimal alignment, not allowing tension to form. Our spine has a curvature that can be compared to an S, and staying on the left side respects it, consequently reducing the stress that is normally created on discs and joints. Remember that choosing this position not only serves to rest better, but also guides us towards awareness and personal as well as spiritual growth. The monk continued his explanation and concluded by telling his students, "You too, exactly as Buddhist monks do, must increase your awareness and adopt this as a privileged position to improve body and mind.